This section, we're going to look at substitution kind of questions. Example 11. Given that 3 to the power x is equals to 25, you're asked to write down the value of the following parts. Okay, so you see that the substitution is this 3 to the power x equals to 25. Okay, so we're going to make each of the parts look like 3 to the power x so that we can use the value of 25. Okay, so let's look at part A. So we have 3 to the power of negative x. So I'm going to rewrite it such that it looks like 3 to the power x. So we have 3 to the power x and raised to the power of negative 1. So that when the powers multiply, it becomes 3 to the power negative x. Okay, so now we have 3 power x already, then we are able to use 25. So we see 25 to the power of negative 1, meaning the value will be 1 over 25. Okay, so recall that in the earlier law of indices, we see that a to the power negative k is equals to 1 over ak. I am applying this law. Part B, we have 3 to the power of x over 2. Again, I am going to rewrite it such that it can appear the same as 3 to the power x. Okay, so we have 3 to the power x raised to the power of half, such that when you multiply x and half together, you get x over 2. Okay, so 3 to the power x, we see that we can use 25 as a substitution to the power of half. And recall that we learned in the earlier laws, so when we have a to the power of 1 over n, means we have square root of a to the power of n. Okay, so for example, let's say I have a to the power half, that means I have square root a. So similarly, a to the power 1/3, I have cube root of a. Okay, so in this case, coming back to part B, 25 to the power half means I'm going to take square root of 25, which is 5. Next, part C, I have 3 to the power 0 plus 3 to the power of 2x minus 3. I am going to break up the second part here. Okay, the first part, 3 to the power 0, is actually 1. And the next part, I'm going to break up into 3 to the power of 2x multiplied by 3 to the power of negative 3. Okay, so when you have the same base multiply, you are going to see that